There's only one person that can make me come out on a Friday for the right reasons. Whatever you're doing. The last conversation I had with her was in 2021. Now, you just checked the growth since that day. And I think, there's no best way I could say that. I'm very proud of her. And the truth is, it's hard these days in this business when it comes to music, when you want to grow yourself against all odds. And now it's a lot different when you have to define yourself, your sound. And then, you could grow with a different type of crowd. And before you know it, everybody just jumped in it. I'll be honest, I didn't see this coming. But the truth is, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. And then you get a Grammy nomination on all that mix. That's another big deal.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, our nominee, Grammy nominee, for the best African performance, right? Mm-hmm. She's right here on the show on a Friday, and thank God it's right. The best way to start the show. I'm speaking to the one and only Ayra Starr. She's in the building. How are you doing?
I'm good, Do2dtun. How are you?
I am great.
Hey, it's been so long.
It seems like it's a long time, but it's 2021 the first time. I think I watched the interview last month, and now to 2021 in just a space of 3 years, this happened. Did you ever see this coming?
You know I did. I told you.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretending. It's easy to have this conversation in front of everybody else. Let the people know, because when I first met you when we spoke, and I think the thing is how much you believe in yourself. And I think that when it comes to music and growing yourself, it's hard these days when you see it as a space where you feel there's a lot of competition. Mm-hmm. And then people tell you that, you know what? Then they bring the gender conversations as well. Mm-hmm. And then it's hard for you to just think, but I think I can make it. But you believed in yourself on the first day I ever met you. So I'm not surprised. But you're a fast rising star. That's the speed is different. Mm-hmm. You agree that?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
I do.
The speed is different.
The speed is different.
What has been your journey from that day till now? And how have you been able to weather the storm? Because the truth is, everybody sees a light, camera, and action, but they don't really see the things you go through. What has been your biggest motivation to keep going?
Yes, to be honest, like you said, it's fast rising, but at the same time, it's also like I've touched base everywhere. Like I've done everything like I'm supposed to do as an artist, from like club tours to festival runs to my own tour. I've been touring for 3 years, so it's been a lot of work behind the scenes, and I've grown so much as an artist. My biggest motivation is definitely, like I said the last time somebody else, I was like, my commitment to excellence.
Wow.
That is my biggest motivation. I have like something written at the back of my phone, and it's just like my commitment to excellence. I have to work hard because I know what I want and I know what I'm going for. So yeah.
But for sometimes, as talents, there's a lot of things people do not see about us. And typically, have you ever had any type of fright?
Definitely.
And which is nice to talk about an experience. Mm-hmm. Which one of your experience frightened you the most?
Let me see. Which one of my experience? Have I ever called you and cried? I feel like I call you. I cry every time.
You cry?
I'm crying. I'm very emotional, and I like to let it out. I cry 1 minute. Next week I'm on stage. I'm like, nobody knows I cried backstage.
Which one of your shows? Can you take us through it?
Let me see. I don't remember what show it was, but I remember like I was having issues with sound. I was having issues with. I was also not feeling well. I was having like cramps. I was sick. And I was like, you have to give them a good show, because people have been tweeting, girls were DMing me like their skirts they were wearing. Everybody was excited to see me, but I didn't feel like I was going to give them a great show. So I was like sad. It took me a lot to leave my bed and come up on that stage, and I was just crying so much. I was like, please, I need a break. Not today.
Who's the first person you called?
My mom.
Wow.
My mom will answer 3 a.m. Nigerian time. She's like, Kilo Shele.
Oh, wow.
come home. If he's like that, come home. I'm like,
Come on, man.
he's like, come home. Nobody send you up.
You know, home is the best way to go back. I mean, the truth is, if it gets bad out there, it's home. And mothers are a lot different.
Yes.
I mean, they're different species. They don't get it. Nah, you know what? Don't worry. Forget about the show. Just come to mommy.
Just come home.
And I get that.
I can't come home. I mean, it was Australia. I'm in Australia. Like
that's like hours away from Nigeria.
Australia. I couldn't but I still did the show. It came out well, but I remember it was hard.
What's the typical name you're going to call your fans? You know why I'm saying that? Aside us that we love your music, you have some fanatics that are crazy about you.
Yes.
What's a typical word? If you're going to put your fan in one room and give them a name.
They already have a name and they chose the name by themselves. It's shocking because it was like, oh, I think of a name for your fan base. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, maybe it's Sabi Nation, maybe it's Sabi Girls. But they didn't accept any of that. They were like, we're mob stars. We ride for the star. Like, I'm like, okay.
You know, sometimes
they're like mobsters for life. I'm like, hey, okay, we're doing that.
But do you sometimes think they get crazy? And then you realize that, nah, that's a bit too much.
I don't think I think my fans are very respectful.
Okay.
At the same time, they're very respectful because it kind of imitates me. So they know the type of energy. There's no hating energy, nothing. It's just, sometimes they're just like, oh, I'm like, they understand the way. So there's no bad energy. They understand. They really imitate me. So,
you know, the thing is, when music is universal now, and I see you work on different types of people. I saw you on a video with Stormzy. I loved it. You did a joint with David Guetta. That's another joint. That's a hot one.
Yes.
And now, you know, how do you pick who you work with? Because the truth is, I know it will be, you get a lot of definitely requests. Oh, come, let me do a remix or whatever it is. What are the things you pick before you can do a collaboration with anybody?
You know, now I have to like the song and I have to be able to promote it. I don't like to do features that I can't like put all in it. Okay. You know, but before, I just love music. I never used to think they will actually release a song. So when people send me music, I'm like, oh, I'm in the studio right now. Okay, I'll just record my verse. I'll send my verse. Wow. Then it's like, oh, they want to release it. I'm like, they're releasing it now. Like I don't think about the end. I just love music and I just like to make music. So before I just used to, okay, yeah, I like that artist. Of course, you want me in your music, of course. But now it's like I have to really like the song and I have to be able to have time to promote it. If I can't promote it, then I'd rather not have it out because I just don't want to do a feature that's just on the album. I want it to be the top song on the album. I want to be able to do content, create challenges. I want to be able to move the fans.
Okay, so if there's any place in the world you'd like to spend your time aside on a plane, in an hotel, which is always the life, where would you like to spend your time aside doing that? Because sometimes I feel flying can make you sick sometimes. You hate it, right?
Yo, I don't hate it. I'm used to it. But certain times, I'm like 14 hours flight. I'm like, get me out of here. I start gisting with I just leave my bed. I just go and start talking with the flight attendant. I'm like, hey, you're married? 3 kids? Like, I become so interested, like, just to give myself some ginger because my Wi-Fi is not working. I'm just like, we're talking. They don't even know I'm the one. I just think I'm
You don't mind that, right?
Yeah, I don't mind. I love it sometimes because just I'm some random and I just get to tap into their experiences. I'm like, he broke your heart? Like, girl.
I get it. So where would you like to spend your time aside these places? You're always in an hotel, on a plane, at a show. If you wanted to change that, where would be the ideal place to spend your time?
Barbados.
You love it,
Barbados is one of my favorite places. I spent my 21st birthday there.
Beautiful.
Last year, and it's one in my song, Commas, but like it's just I feel like I've had one of my best experience in Barbados. That's I would like to go back, definitely.
You're living the life. I love it. You know, the truth is, I mean, you have to work at the same time play, and I mean play hard. That's nice. I mean, the thing is, you inspire a lot of young girls out there, right? Are you ever gonna start a collection? Definitely. You know, skirts and shirts. Are you going to start any collection anytime soon?
We have Ayra merch coming soon. We also have probably my own brand, you know.
But people have been reaching out to you to start something.
Yeah, everybody. I'm like, Ayra, please sell this kid.
Like, you see, a lot of young girls just want to dress like Ayra. And it's very good. And the thing is, I mean, that brings to the question, if I come into a typical booth or let me just say a wardrobe of Ayra Starr, and she needs to get ready for a show, how many hours do you spend? How many hours do you spend? Now, I don't want to speak typically about women. I'm talking to Ayra Starr, right?
Yeah.
How long did you spend to put your clothes together?
Like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yes.
This sounds one just doing. Nah, that's not happening. You know that's not true.
Yes.
How many minutes do you spend? How many hours do you spend?
If I'm getting ready by myself, I'm doing my hair, my makeup, maybe like an hour, 30 minutes. If other people are doing my hair, makeup, styling me, then probably like 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
Jeez. So you're not coming out for a show if you don't do something. What would that be? You're not going to come out
for a show if I don't like my outfit or my hair is not done, especially my hair. Hey, you are who? I'll just give somebody else the miniskirt. Somebody else is taking the miniskirt to perform because it cannot be me.
Oh man, how do you handle criticism sometimes? You know, the thing is, especially on social media, people especially here in Nigeria, when they have conversations, it's almost like you want to leave freely, but they expect you to leave according to their terms and rules. How do you deal with when people criticize your music, your persona? How do you deal with that? Do you block people off? Or do you just don't read stuff? How do you handle?
I read stuff, I see stuff.
Yeah.
If it's like, sometimes it depends. If it's very bad, I just let them. I feel like I'm in my let them era and stage. Like I'm just let them. Sometimes if it's stupid and it's like, I just block. Like sometimes it's just funny. Like I just block.
But now that's Ayra Starr. On a regular, if anybody told you those stuff, what would you have done?
To be honest, I feel like I've grown so much, and I feel like I know now that my attention gives things value.
Wow.
So I don't rate like, okay, what are they gonna do? If I'm sad now, I just have to like do retail therapy and I'll be fine. How about you? How about that?
Me? I reply. And everybody knows that. Because the truth is, I actually don't even, before now, and I think when people tell me stuff, I validate those things in my mind. Then I go back there and think, I want to reply you. Before, I never used to reply people. And I felt like sometimes I have to keep asking myself, oh, they said I'm mad. That's how they said I'm mad. And I'll keep validating that thing in my mind. When I started to reply people, I felt better.
Yeah. Because
like, you know what I do?
That thing in my front.
I know everybody does that. I mean, everybody says sometimes you don't reply everyone. Not lie. I'm different. I get it off my chest and then I'm done. And when I reply you, and that's it. And then I block you off. That's what I do. Not everybody chooses that type of style, especially for I feel
like I had an era, like this was even like 3 months ago, where I was like on Twitter, I was like,
that's boss.
I was like, that's boss, but it was not because I was angry. I was having fun though. I was on my bed with my legs like in the sky. I was like replying. I was like, eat to your mom. Like, I was having fun. I wasn't angry.
Listen, people don't understand that. For me, it's therapy for me because the thing is, I mean, especially what I've gone through in my life, I clearly find it that sometimes when I bottle things inside, I have to start questioning myself. It bothers me more. Not everybody chooses. Some people are great at just ignoring people. Yes, but the truth is, imagine how many trolls you ignore in a day. Some just gets to you. And like, you know what? I don't like this. And then for some people, they'll just block. Me, I will reply and block. I don't feel good.
Just let them. Because I don't keep things in my mind. Like if I see it, I'm not going to remember like in 2 hours. I have so much things like
you're always very busy.
Yeah, like
very busy.
Fine,
your music now, comments, tell us about it.
Commas is my next single coming out.
You're dropping that next week, right?
Next week on the 2nd of February.
But we got it first.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Of course, every time.
We got it first, and I love that, right?
Yes.
The thing is, putting out a song, oftentimes the expectations are really high. You've dropped a lot of great songs. You know, was this what you wanted to put out? I want you to be pretty honest.
Yeah, let me see. So I feel like as artists, we get in our head a lot. So I've been working on my album for some time now, and it's like, oh, I'm not done. I need this, I need that. And people were like, this sounds great. But with commas, I had 15 versions of commas.
Wow.
like we kept working on it. I was like, oh, let's add this. Okay, let this person work on this. Da, 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 da. Let's change this lyric here. Can we add like guitar to the end? Like I just kept working on it until it became perfect for me. And when it became perfect for me, I was like, okay, I'm ready to share it with the world. So I did want to put it out because of that's where I am mentally now. I'm in my commas era. Like I'm there. So yeah.
That's good. That's very good. I mean, the truth is, when it comes to music, you have to put your heart in it. Now, you know, decisions are made by a lot of people now. What's your relationship with the Mavin Records? I mean, how is the family? I can't not wait to see you. I see that you guys have been able to have a good synergy, right? But is there a competition amongst you guys? I know you're going to say no.
Never. That's the thing. It's never. I feel like it's more like inspired.
Yeah.
We're inspired by each other. Like I see Crayon doing things. I'm just like, wow, like I'm so proud of him. I'm gingered. I'm like, yes, I'm going to be like, even with Rema, like with Calm Down and everything, even with his album and his creativity, I'm so inspired by every single one of the artists in Mavin. So like, it just like inspire me. There's zero competition.
I love that. I love
like,
that.
We're all guys.
Have you worked with Rema before?
Yes. Yes, we work. Like I send Rema music all the time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's one of the people that can tell me the truth. Like he's just I could just be like, okay, this one maybe like you know like you like.
Who knows you like sending music to? Listen, we have friends like that.
Yeah.
Because you know they're gonna be very truthful.
Rema definitely. London, my producer London, because he's going to say the truth. Jazzy, I feel like Jazzy is going to be nice about it.
Jazzy will be nice.
Well, everything is always nice. So Jazzy is
very subtle, but you know, but it's the
nice.
truth.
Yeah.
But Rema will be blunt.
Rema is going to be blunt. My mom is going to be blunt. She'll be like, must you say that one? Why are you saying that? Like she's going to be like, you're a child of God.
Oh man, to be honest, like there's some things you don't want to hear.
Yeah,
you know, you don't understand. I mean, when I was telling my story one time, you know what it took me not to have a tattoo on my body. People are shocked that I don't.
Yeah,
sometimes I think if you have a deeper life mom, you understand exactly. So it plays in my head. So the best I've done is I dyed my hair.
Yeah.
And you don't want to believe.
How did she react to that?
You don't want to go. See, you don't want to believe the things that came from that. What I did here.
Grown adults.
Yeah, she just says things like, you know, and it's worse when they say it in a language. Oh, it should. Alone like it.
Like,
oh, jeez. Then they were guilty. One day I just said, mommy, I want to draw a tattoo. See, that's the mark of the devil.
I pierced my nose like 2 months ago. Ask me where the piercing is now. My mom talked me out of that piercing. And then she look at me, she'll be like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Now, thinking about how you make music, right? I like to go into your hard drive. How many songs have you made?
Hey, I don't know if I can count, but it's a lot. It's a lot of songs.
How often do you record your songs?
So last year was not as often as I usually do.
Because you were touring, right?
Yes. Okay. But usually I'm recording all the time because I'm writing on the road, I'm collaborating with people, like, yeah.
Who have you not worked with that you love to work with?
Rihanna.
Damn. That's good.
Rihanna, Victoria Monet.
Wow.
Victoria Monet is my queen. Beyonce also.
That could happen.
Kendrick Lamar.
That would happen. That can happen.
Should I go on?
Now you can go on. I saw the song you did with Stormzy. I loved it. The video, I loved it more.
Thank you.
All right. Now the thing is, you know, you're here now, right? The growth is speed. It's speedily amazing for me. I love how you've been able to. You found yourself on the first day. You know, what would you say has been your biggest achievement so far as an artist?
My biggest achievement so far, I feel like, is making it this far. So far, is making it this far. Being here at this moment, you know, it's been. You
didn't think this was going to happen. No, you knew it was going to happen.
But there's so many things that have happened for me to, you know, give up and, you know, just take time off and just rest and all of that. But like, I keep pushing myself all the time. So yeah.
So for someone like you, you're always on tour, right? And you're tired sometimes. Mm-hmm. How do you, and this for any singer out there, because you sing, how do you keep your voice? What do you do? Do you have any? Do you have anything you do? Do you have any regiment? Because the truth, I'll tell you, it's hard to dance and sing.
Yes.
It's harder to go on tours every single time. Even us as hype men, we lose our voices. Not to talk of people who sing every time. Now you have back-to-back tours, shows, and when you're tired, it shows in your voice.
Yes, it does.
So what's the first thing you do when you get off?
I have like exercises. I just started doing like vocal training.
Okay.
Last year for the first time in my life. I never used to do all of that, but now like I'm like, okay, I have to start training my vocals. So there are a lot of things I started learning I was doing wrong that, made my voice, I'll lose my voice certain times. So now I know how to like manage it, like certain exercises, no cold water, nothing cold at all.
I heard that too.
I can't even be around smoke because my voice reacts so badly to any type of smoke, any type of like, even cigarette, vape, nothing. So yeah.
It's good. That's good because, singing, you sing every show and then you have to go for the next one. And sometimes I see a calendar. Sometimes you get scared when they release your tour dates.
It's like, so I saw it before. I saw it before, though. But when I post it, I'm like, wait. You know who is doing all this? Like, is it me? I keep thinking Ayra is somebody. I'm like, wait, so that's me. Like, it's me that's going to do all this.
Because it's a lot sometimes. Sometimes you have to tour 3-6 months. I think some people have to, you need that rest because it's going to show. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And then you have to change clothes and change clothes and change clothes.
Be in different cities the next day. Like
on your tour, which has been your most memorable for you?
Paris.
Why?
Paris. I feel like the fan base I have in Paris is incredible. Like I feel like they're my top fan base outside of Nigeria, and it's so beautiful to see the energy. Like they don't speak English, but they knew every word, even the Yoruba. Stability, like they knew every single thing. Like you understood what I was saying.
That's the power of music.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the power of music.
So beautiful. It was so beautiful. The energy, everything. I also feel like I gave my best show in Paris. I don't know how. I gave my best show. Even like my wig was shifting.
Now, clearly, what kind of arguments about music you would not like to get into? There's so many bands about music, Afro beats. You hear so many stuff. What kind of arguments would you not like to have?
None. Can I say none?
Yes, you can.
No, please keep me out. Keep me out of everything. Thank you very much.
Because the thing is, sometimes, you just want to make music and have fun.
Yeah, like.
So now, how do you put together yourself, your work and family? Because I see you're quite close to your siblings as well. How do you balance that? Do you get time to spend with them?
Yes, I feel like I don't get as much time, as I usually, before I was with them every day. But now it's like I try to, if I can't see them, at least they've come out to see me.
Yeah.
My mom was at my Paris show. I brought her out, and I sang rhythm and blues for her.
So you're so happy.
Yeah, I was just like, hey, she knew every lyric. She knew every lyric. I was like, give me my mic. Thank you very much.
Did you lose friends?
Yeah, it was.
Did you lose friends when you got popular?
What'd you say?
Did you lose friends?
No. I didn't lose the friends. I saw my best friends like last month in Cotonou, and it's the same. Like we have a group
Same
chat.
friends.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So we have a group chat. They usually used to come to Lagos to see me. So I didn't lose friends. I made friends.
So you kept your old friends.
Definitely.
That's pretty hard.
It's hard. I can't lie, it's hard. But I feel like they understand. Like sometimes I can't reply. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes it's too much for me. But when we see each other, it's not like it's like yesterday. We saw each other yesterday.
Let's talk about the Grammys. If you win this, what's the first thing you're going to do?
There's this Chinese restaurant I like to go to.
Are you a foodie?
I'm a foodie. There's this Chinese restaurant I like to go to, Hot Pots. Once I win it, I'm just going there. I'm just going to eat. Sit down well, breathe in and out and eat. Then video call my mom. And like, yeah, but I'm just going to eat.
Have you practiced your acceptance? Your winning speech?
I have my speech
already done.
I have everything done already.
How many sentences? Is it long?
It's quite long because it's the first African category, so
exactly.
It's quite long.
They just introduced that category.
Yeah,
right? So,
it's the first one, so it's quite.
Imagine
long.
you picking that up.
I already know my walk, my outfit.
You practice that already.
Everything, and to be honest, if I'm not even saying if, but like if I know I'm going to win by God's grace. If I don't win this next year, like I already have the speech for next year. I already have my outfit for next year. Oh, next year, okay. The year after, I know what I'm going to wear. I know how I'm going to look. Everything. So.
This is Ayra's like, this is the elevated Ayra Starr. Jeez, you know, he worked on it, and he put on an interview that we had in 2021, right? Mm-hmm. You've really grown. Jeez. And I'm proud of you, right? I like when I have a conversation years to come, and then we can talk about a lot of stuff. And I think the difference is clear, you know? Just keep working hard. Keep churning out good hits. Mm-hmm. It's necessary. Commas is coming out next week, Friday. Mm-hmm. And you guys, you heard it, right? It's a banger, good one. Shout out to Mavin. You guys, you know the thing is, selections and picking people, the right people. Some who have the edge. You got to give it to the Mavins. I mean, they held that down.
Amazing.
You know, are you going on a tour anytime soon?
No.
So you're on recess and rest?
I'm not on rest or recess at all. It's going to be work, but not tour. So I'm releasing music. I'm working on the album. So it's going to be promoting the album.
Okay. When are you putting an album out? Any surprises?
We'll see. I'm working on a few. Mid next year, by God's grace, it should be ready.
Ready, right? Mm-hmm. That'll be good. Thank you for coming on the show,
Thank
Ayra.
you for having me, Do2dtun.
Always a pleasure having this conversation with you. We want to see you win.